What's up, everyone? So I am just heading out of town right now, going on a short little mini trip. Gonna be making a big loop and then coming back home, and I'm not exactly sure how many miles it is. I just picked a bunch of points on the map and said go. So it's probably about maybe 30 to 40 miles, somewhere between there. And it's pretty windy. It's a south wind, and I'm going south, so I'm going straight into it. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going on a little mini trip on a long ride. So with the headwind, I'm only going 46. I'm at full throttle. It's going to be a lot of wind like this for a while I'm going south. And after a while I'll be turning, going east, and then back up north again. But yeah, that wind is pretty strong. I think it's about 15 to 17 miles per hour. So I might get some good speed on my way back when I'm going north. I should have enough gas. I filled it up not too long ago, so I should have plenty of gas to do this loop that I want to do. And I hope this guy isn't slow the whole way. Yeah, I may have to hit continue. Yeah, I just set a bunch of points on the map and hit go. So every time I get to each point, I gotta hit continue. I should know the way without using the map, but in case I forget it, then at least it's there. It's talking to me in my ear, so I can hear it giving me direction. So the main reason why I wanted to come out here and do this is because I want to talk about Scooter Cannonball. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but Scooter Cannonball started back in 2006, and it's a multi-state like long scooter road trip. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt, because along the way you got these checkpoints you got to stop at. You got to take pictures at the checkpoint in order to get points for the day. And at the end of the day, you all meet at the last checkpoint of the day at a hotel, and then the next day you head out back on the road again. And it's anywhere from like 8 to 10 days, and anywhere from 300 to 500 miles per day. So it usually goes coast to coast. I watched a bunch of videos online from 2021 and 2023. It's every 2 years. And I think 2021 it started in Maine and went to California. And then in 2023 it went from California to South Carolina. And the 2025 is about to start this year, and I really wanted to do it, but it looks like I'm not going to do it until 2027. So I got 2 years to prepare for it. And it probably won't be this scooter, because even though, you know, this Chinese scooter probably could make it, it would require a lot more maintenance along the way. So I would like to get a Honda ADV 160, and I think that one should make it with very little maintenance. And if it came down to it, I will just take this one. I'll just have to bring a lot of spare parts and make sure I get in on a crew, you know, a small crew that could probably help me along the way. I think this year is, they allow 300 riders this year. And I don't know how many's going to show up, but probably close to 200. But anyway, 2027, I'm going to do it. And registration is 1 year before the event. So June 2026, I'm going to register. Got 2 years right now to prepare for it. And I'm going to do it. 2027, I am doing the scooter Cannonball. And basically, this is how it is. Right here, you just hit the road on the back roads. There's no interstates or freeways, unless you know, you absolutely have to, because I think 2021, because of the wildfires out in California, people had to take the freeway for like a short distance, because the back roads that were on the route were closed down because of the fires. But other than that, this is scooter Cannonball right here. Just the open back roads, and 300 to 500 miles a day. And I haven't been looking at my speed, but right now it's 53. I know I've been booking it around those curves and hills, so I probably been staying around the 50 mile per hour mark. I still got a headwind now that I'm out here in the open. I'm really feeling it now. I was going through a bunch of trees back there. Ooh, turkey. Yeah, going 47 against the headwind. I haven't been full throttle the whole time. I've been letting off a little around some of the curves. I think the Honda ADV 160 would be the perfect scooter to do the Cannonball on. only because the seat design on it will be a little bit more comfortable than this one. And I think it's a little heavier bike, so it won't get blown around as much as this one. But from the videos I've seen, there's a lot of high winds in some places. I don't want to full throttle this the whole time. I've been letting off, you know, every so often. One, because I'm fighting the headwind, so when it's got a little bit of a crosswind too. So every time I feel like it's about to flip out from under me, I let off a little. Then when I go downhill, I'm letting off. So really I'm only full throttling it when I'm going uphill. Currently at 41 miles per hour. There's a semi coming, so I'm gonna have that headwind and the semi. Yep, I felt that. That just smacked me right in the body. Full body wind just smacked me. Also, the Honda ADV 160 will be a lot faster in the headwind too. I got a headwind going uphill, going 45, you know, 40 to 45, and Honda ADV 160 would probably get at least over 50 in the headwind. But yeah, top speed on this is about 55. I've hit 58, I've hit 60, but that's on a calm day and going slightly downhill. So yeah, I'm gonna work on getting that ADV 160. I got 2 years to save up to get it. The next year when registration opens up for the 2027, I'm signing up for it. I don't care because I'm gonna do it. Whether it's on this or the Honda. If I do end up doing it on this thing, I'm definitely getting better tires. Because the tires that came with it, they're knobby, and they're more for like all-terrain off-road tires. So I would need to get some city grip too. A lot of people like those. So I'm about to come up to my next turn. And then I should be going to east. There's my turn. So yeah, the scooter Cannonball has a preset route, and they'll give you like the GPS files, and most people have like a Garmin like a Garmin XT or something like that, and they put the route files in the Garmin as like day 1, day 2, and then each day they just pick that route for the day, and they follow the route. And then a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll modify the route a little bit and go their own way, take shortcuts. Every year there's, you know, a rock road, a couple rock roads, and some dirt roads that are really bad, so people will skip them, take another route. So one of the main things you want to do when you get those routes is pay attention to what checkpoint you need to get to. I never really paid attention to how many checkpoints they were doing, but there's a few of them between the beginning of the day and the end of the day. And then they also have bonus points too, so if you do the bonus points, then you know, you get more points. And bonus points are usually on those, you know, rough dirt roads and gravel roads. So a lot of people will just skip the bonus points and just do the checkpoints. And sometimes if they've had a really bad day and they just, you know, want to get to the end, they'll you know, skip a checkpoint or two and miss out on those points just because, you know, they're tired, or their, you know, their scooter is breaking down and they're just done for the day. So they're like, screw it, put in the GPS straight to the end and just go. So not everybody makes it to the end of the scooter Cannonball. People do crash and end up in the hospital with broken bones. Scooters break down and either they fix it and get back on the road, or they don't want to fix it, or they just can't fix it. And then of course you got the ones that, you know, they're just done. You know, they did a couple days and their body just physically can't do it anymore, so they're done. So I want to do it. I'm going to do it. 2027. June 2026 I am signing up, whether I'm ready or not. But from that point I'll still have a year to get ready. But as of right now I got 2 years. I'm gonna get that ADV 160 or this as a last resort if it comes down to it. But I'm gonna get that ADV 160 and get my spare parts and everything that I need to take with me. Almost felt like I got some air there. I forgot to mention that there's also support trucks. So they have support trucks that, you know, follow their own routes, and everybody has their number, and you have to purchase the support truck too. So you got the registration fees, and then if you want a support truck along the way, then you know, you can purchase that too. So if you do break down and you can't fix it on the road, you can call up the support truck, and they'll pick you up with the scooter and take you to you know, the hotel, and then you can get yourself all fixed up and you know, and hit the road the next day. And then other people, they'll bring their own support. They'll have, you know, a friend or a family follow them with a trailer. So you know, they got their support. You want to make sure you you know, purchase the support truck too. That way you have a way to the end of the day if you need it. You know, I forgot to hit continue on this, and I'm not sure, but I think just as I hit continue, I just passed my next road. But if I did pass it, I know where I'm going. I know exactly where this road goes. But hopefully it'll take me to where I'm going. That's another thing that'll happen, is you will get lost, and you'll have to try to figure out a way to navigate your way back to the route. And a lot of times you have to do it while you're still riding, because, you know, you stop, pull over, you're going to be wasting time, and it will count against you. Now, it's not a race, but there is a winner. They always tell you, you know, right at the beginning, be safe. It's not a race. Just ride, have a good time. But a lot of people are competitive, and they want, you know, to get up there in the top, you know, the top rankings. So if you're a competitor, you want to try to get as close to first place as you can. You'll get lost because the route isn't always perfect. You'll have to try to navigate your way back. So right now, I think it's just rerouting me to I think turn around and come back to where I missed my turn. But we'll see. I gotta tilt my head down just to see the map. And there's a lot of hills and curves. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes on the road. Yeah, I pop over a hill and there's a curve. wants me to turn here. And it's a rock road. So this will be on the Cannonball too. I'm just going to go ahead and follow it because it's going to take me to you know, the spot where I need to go. But yeah, things like this will be on the Cannonball too. You're gonna have rock roads, and you can either do them or you can pull up your Google Maps and, you know, find your way around it and not do it. But yeah, this will be Scooter Cannonball. And I'm just gonna do it because I'm gonna end up doing it anyway. Alright, I see what it's gonna do. It wants me to U-turn, go back to the highway, and then go back the way I came, and then take my original turn. So this is where I'm going to U-turn. Do it slowly. Now if you're lucky, you'll get a nice rock road like this. Because so far I haven't seen any potholes or washboards. But from what I've seen on the videos I've watched, the biggest thing they got is the washboards. And the competitive ones, they still try to get in a hurry and go like 30-40 miles per hour down these rock roads and dirt roads. But most of the time, you know, I see their speedometer and they're going like, you know, 10-12 miles per hour because that's how bad the road is. I'm going 27 because this is a nice road. It's not bad at all. And we don't have very many good rock roads like this. Now I'm back on the highway, going back the way I came. And I gotta remember, when I take my turn, I gotta start the next one. I gotta tap continue. So just going on this little mini trip that I think less than 50 miles, I've already missed a turn and got lost, ended up on a rock road, and backtracking to get back on route. That's exactly what's going to happen on Scooter Cannonball every single day. I don't think anybody ever has one full good day on Scooter Cannonball. Even if it's something minor, you know, it still happens. Not gonna have a full day of perfection. getting some good practice on cornering, because this is one windy road. I don't do a lot of twisties like this. I barely ever go out of town, and here I am talking about going across the country. But I need to do it. I need to. This is the solution that I found for my midlife crisis. I spent most of my life working at factories. I don't know how many factories I've worked at, but I've done a lot of hard labor, and I don't have a savings from it. Yeah, I worked hard and did lots of overtime and never really made enough to, you know, to really live on. You know, I always made enough to get by. So a couple years ago, when I decided to quit and started doing DoorDash and Walmart Spark, like, okay, I'm still not making rich money, but at least I'm not slaving away my life in a factory doing hard labor and overtime, you know, for nothing. At least now, you know, I work when I want to work, make whatever money, you know, I want to make, and I'm still getting by. But the difference is, I'm happy now. And now I want to get out there and do something. And Scooter Cannonball is it. That's what I want to do. That's the whole reason why I started my channel. You know, I started it before I quit working. But I started my channel because I wanted to get out more. I was camping and hiking and kayaking and, you know, just whatever outdoor activity I could think of, I was doing it. Going out to the shooting range and squirrel hunting. You know, just doing random outdoor things. And now, you know, as you can tell with all my recent videos, I'm doing a lot of riding scooters. And I think the next big thing that I want is Scooter Cannonball. That's the solution to my midlife crisis. So I got a crosswind now coming from my right, and I'm going 54, so I've gained a little bit of speed. I'm going north right now, so I got a crosswind because the winds are I think southwest. Either southwest or southeast, I think. Yeah, southeast. Because if I'm going north, then east would be to my right. You got a crosswind and a tailwind, so the winds are south, coming from the southeast. And I am full throttle going 53. it is pushing my bike. Got to counter steer against it. This should help here. Going around this curve, I'll have more of a tailwind. So far I'm doing alright. I'm still comfortable. But like I said, I'm only going less than 50 miles on this little mini trip. So imagine doing anywhere from 300 to 500 miles a day for 8 to 10 days in a row. And you gotta watch that gravel on the edge of the highway there. A lot of these back roads that you'll take on the Cannonball will not have a shoulder. It's going to be road and grass and ditch. Or it's going to be road and gravel and ditch. So see, which way am I going here? Whoa. So yeah, that's another thing that'll happen too if you're not paying attention to your map and you're relying on the you know, the map to talk to you and tell you which way to go, and it doesn't tell you anything. It decides to not talk. You can get off the route that way. But of course what I plan on doing is, since I'm going to have this full face helmet, then what I'm going to do is I'll get a Garmin, and like I said, if I got the ADV 160, I'll get it set up, you know, somewhere up here where I don't have to tilt my head down to look at any of my directions. I'll just have it up here somewhere. If I get the ADV 160, it'll be easy, because there's a good spot, you know, to put it up here where I can just move my eyes and not my head. I got my phone down here on the quad lock, because normally I wear a half helmet or a 3/4 helmet when I'm riding around in town doing DoorDash. But whenever I go out of town, anytime I go out of town, I got my full face on. Unless I'm making a video in town, then I got my full face on, because that's what the camera's on. Coming out here doing this just makes me want to go on that scooter Cannonball really bad. I still have time to get into the 2025 scooter Cannonball, but I don't have the money. But I guarantee if I had the money right now to get an ADV 160, and then the money I would need for all the hotels and food and maintenance and all that stuff, guarantee I would do it. But I don't, so I'll wait till 2027. And that's what this video is all about. Just talking about it, telling you my plan. Come 2027, you will be seeing Scooter Cannonball videos on this channel. That was a hard bump on that bridge. I hope this thing keeps talking to me. So I got 3.2 miles. And I'm actually going east. Yeah, I forgot. First I went south, and then I went on another road that was going south, and now I'm going east. And 2.8 miles I'll be going north. I always try to remember to put 2 fingers on the brake lever. Just have it sitting there, ready to brake whenever I need to. Tell which way it's going, pop over the hill, and then all of a sudden there's a turn. And then you got rocks on the edge of the road, so you got to pay attention to that. And since there is Amish out here, you got horse poop in the road too. There's Amish there. First car behind me. But not too much farther. To my next turn, it's 1 mile. Alright, now I'm going to be going north. And gotta hit continue here. Not quite yet. continue. And even if I did forget to hit continue this time, my next turn is at the end of the road, the T intersection. It's in 8.3 miles. And you know what sucks? Every time I fill up the gas, I always reset my trip meter. And when I left today, it still said full, but I had gone 44 miles. And this thing gets about roughly 85 to 90 miles per gallon. I've been full throttle pretty much the whole way, and it's already down to 2 bars. So lucky for me, at the end of this 7 miles I got left, come to a T intersection, I turn left and there's a gas station right there. Now from there, I should be able to make it back into town, but I'm not going to risk it. I've had this down to 1 bar, and then the 1 bar is blinking. So I know until it starts blinking, I got enough gas, but I still got 2 bars. But yeah, it goes down a lot faster when I'm going long distance, full throttle. So I would imagine that what I'll do is, when I'm done and I get home and I'm editing, I'll put the full mileage right now. You should see it right now, the full mileage of what I rode today. Because it doesn't, when I set like multiple stops, it doesn't show me, you know, the full miles that I'm going. It only says, you know, for the first trip, go this many miles, and then turn here, go this many miles, turn here. So I gotta add all that up. Got 5.4 miles to go, and I still got 2 bars on the gas. So yeah, that's another thing. Oh man, I'm going 60 right now, but I got a tailwind. I'm going north now. Got a southwest wind. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you want to bring gas with you on that scooter Cannonball, because you will be stopping in the middle of nowhere, absolute nowhere, with no gas, and you got to pull over and fill it back up. So you want to bring enough gas with you to get you in between gas stations, and then you want to remember to fill up those gas cans, because you don't want to be riding out in the middle of nowhere, run out of gas, and then fill up from your gas can, and then get to a gas station, fill up your tank, but forget to fill up your gas can, and then go out in the middle of nowhere again, run out of gas in your tank, and then not have a gas can full of gas. So I got 3.7 miles to go. like I corner to the right a lot better than I do to the left. I thought that car was passing me for a second. I thought I saw something. But he could have. He had time to, but I'm booking it. I'm going 55. And that's the speed limit on this road. It's 55. I'm slowing down on the curves. Well, not this curve because small curve. But yeah, when there's a sign that says slow down for a curve, I'm slowing down for it. So 57, 56, 2.4 miles to go, down to 1 bar on the gas. Yeah, when I'm full throttle like this, it goes through the gas a lot quicker. Then again, even though it said a full tank, it wasn't exactly a full tank. I had already used 44 miles of it, which means if I get 85 to 90 miles per tank, then I'm probably going roughly around 40 miles on this trip. Yeah, if my gas starts blinking now, I'm not gonna worry because I got 1.3 miles to go. And then I'll be at a gas station. And the tailwind is helping me too. I do have a tailwind, that's why I hit 60 miles per hour. So this should be all straight to my next turn. Or I thought it was. Yeah, there's another curve. And I'm not used to going this fast either, because I'm usually in town. You know, I'm always riding in town doing DoorDash. I don't go out of town that often, so I'm not used to going 55, 60 miles per hour. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull over and get gas. Alright, got my gas and back on the road. I checked my trip meter and I got 91 miles on that tank of gas, and the bar wasn't even flashing yet. Usually in town it gets down to flashing. I'm only around 85. That's because I'm in town and I'm stopping and going and turning the scooter on and off. I'm going to have to do a test and see exactly how many miles on a full tank I can get. What I'll do is I'll bring a gallon of gas with me, and I'll have a full tank in it, and I'll just hit the road, come out here, see exactly how far I get on a full tank. Might even get closer to 100 miles on a tank. I think it's a 1.4 gallon tank, either 1.3 or 1.4. Anyway, I know my camera battery's about to die because it's been recording for over an hour on that trip. I didn't stop it until I got gas, and then I turned it back on. So it's probably gonna die. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time.